Hello everybody, it's Bee from Bespoke Crafts and welcome to my channel. Before I start talking about this card, can I just say a massive thank you. My subscriptions have hit 500. So I'm extremely grateful. It's brilliant, so thank you so much. As I have mentioned on previous videos, if you've seen them before, my videos that is obviously, you will remember that I've put on that I was going to do a giveaway. So I've got some bits together. I've got some paper pads. I'm not sure whether it's one or two, it's definitely one, and some other bits and pieces. And I don't know what question I'm going to ask. But I will do that while I'm doing the editing of this video. So yeah, this card, sorry, is for a friend of mine's great niece, Heidi. And I've used this Picket Fence Studios stamp set. It's from Kelly Taylor, which I don't know whether you know about Kelly, but she's a colorist from America. She's absolutely brilliant. So if you want to look out for her tutorials, she's the one where I've learnt a lot of my techniques. And this one is called Surprise, It's Your Birthday, and the product number is BB 222. So yeah, you've got balloons, you've got sentiments, happy Valentine's, you're my favourite Galentine, surprise, it's your birthday, now it's a party, happy birthday, a single balloon and some poppy bits to pop out your box. So there you go, and there's the box. I've got masks for it. I do like this. I've used it quite a lot. As you can see, it's the packaging is well tattered. So I also decided that I was going to do a shaker card. As normal, anybody else knows my channel, I never really know what I'm going to be doing. I just have a basic idea. And for these, my desk is a right mess. I've used these. These are from Holtz. I'm trying to get sorted out with everything in order. I've used that one. I'll show you that card in a minute. And I've used this one, which like a, do you know, I have the word then. I can't think of the word. So yeah, I was just a bit quiet then because it's like there's a strange noise. And I think it's Merlin. For those of you who don't know, Merlin is my African grey parrot. It gets a bit loud. So yeah, that's the die that I've used for that. I've used these Sizzix. I didn't use those ones. It's in Cherry Blossom. I've used these little stars. So there's really tiny ones and a lot larger for the shaker element. I was going to use these beads, but again, well, I didn't. So yeah, there's the shaker element. That's probably made you all feel a bit sick. Sorry about that. So yeah, and the little tag die, I don't know where I've got it from. It's just on the back of my wall. And that's that little tag. So I've done 2 tags. I'm showing you these other ones at the moment as well because I'm doing these cards for a friend who's ordered quite a few. But I haven't got my card bases done yet. I just haven't prepared them. So I've done the cards and then I'll put them on. So I just thought I'd quickly show you these. I can't remember where I got these birds from. They're a bit wacky. But I've also put some spinners on, because he looks, well, they look like they're having a bit of a good time. So that one spins and that one spins. I just like these spinners. I just think they add that little bit of, just that little bit of extra for it. Now this card, this one is on a base, but I wanted to show you this. I haven't made a video of it, but aren't these snowdrops absolutely stunning? I just cut them off Amazon, but they are absolutely gorgeous. Sort of like unbranded. Yeah, I'm so pleased how they've come out. And you will see another one, the middle size of these ones, these vases, in a little while. The video's up and it's waiting to go on to be made public, because it's for my friend's birthday, so obviously I don't want to put that up and out there yet until after her birthday. So yeah, these are so nice. I got these off eBay. £2, £10 something, £9.99, something like that, plus postage. And then I've just used this twine, which I'm using quite a lot at the moment. Honestly, if you could see my desk, you'd have a fit. So yeah, that's just this twine, which is there. So right, I am going to go do the editing now. Get these cards put together. So yeah, again, if you're watching the intro and you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. It really does help my channel. Thank you for the comments, the support. So if you'll check your notifications, check your... I'm waffling. So if you're new to the channel and you're watching the intro and you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. It is free, it does help. Comment, like, press the notification bell, and also can you have a double check on your subscriptions just to make sure that you are subscribed, because YouTube have a habit of just unsubscribing. It has happened to me with quite a few people that I follow. So yeah. Grab yourself a cup of coffee, cup of tea, or whatever you're having, and I will see you in a second. Hello everybody. This video has taken quite a bit of getting out. I'm trying out different editing suites, so yeah, I've gone back to the original for this one. So I'm looking at which aperture I'm going to choose. I'm definitely going to use these, the Picket fence, the box of balloons. So yeah, it's just figuring out how I want the layout to be on the card. As you all know, that I start a card and I never know how it's really going to finish, simply because I don't plan in advance. I have an idea and then it sort of evolves as we go along. And I think that probably for me that's the best way, simply because I start looking at what I've got in my stash and think, oh yeah, I haven't used that for a while. So when I'm stamping down, I'm going to use Memento ink because I want to use the alcohol markers to colour. I use the Ohuhu Honolulu 320 set. So yeah, I've had them for quite a while. They are really, really good. So yeah, here we go, just stamping down a couple of times. As well, you'll hear I've got some music in the background that'll just keep fading in and out when I stop talking. because this video is, at the moment, it's at 31 minutes. By the time I've finished editing it, hopefully it'll sort of like break it down a little bit more. What I've done, I've put a mask on the box. I don't know why, because when you put a mask on, what it's doing is allowing the background subject, which is the box, to be in front of everything else. But the strings aren't long enough. So I haven't actually put the balloons down far enough, so I do end up amending that a little bit later on with just with a marker. I will be fast forwarding through the colouring in. Just you can tell what I'm doing though. I hope you don't mind this, but it's just the way that my videos go. Otherwise it would be
what do you eat?
So long.
He looked back over his shoulder.
I decided to put it on a piece of this blue roll, just so that you can see it properly. So here I am, just doing the strings. I don't know why I did that. I do like the technique though, you do get some really good effects of it. So I'm over 500 on subscription, so thank you so much for that. And I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm not quite sure how to do this really. Do I ask a couple of questions? Do I ask a question? Yeah. I think I'm going to ask the question, and it's not going to be card related. It's going to be related to the animals that we've got left in the house, the creatures of Jackson household. So I will ask that a little bit later on, probably about halfway through or something like that. We'll see. But yeah, I will be having a question, asking the question of the animals. So write in the comment your answers. Please also remember to like, subscribe, and press that notification bell. My videos will start coming back again a little bit more with a little bit more frequency. I had the COVID injection, and that put me on the back foot a little bit. I had that last week, so yeah, I'm all recovered and back to normal. I did forget to mentioned earlier that I was using the Ohuhu, but I decided for the box I was going to have a go with the Copic markers that Carl got me for Christmas. This is the classic set. There's 36 pens in it, as you can see. The only thing I did find, which was quite unusual, they don't put a colour swatch in them. So you see I've made my own on the top there. Yeah, I was quite surprised about that. I thought they would put one in, especially with the price of them. So yeah, yeah. So enjoy the colouring in. Right, so the question is, we do have 2 creatures in the house. What are their names? And if you're regular, you will know them. If you listen carefully, you'll hear one. So yeah, what are the names of the 2 creatures that live in our household? There you go. So the package will be, I don't know what it'll be. Like I say, I've got some bits put away. There is a stamp and die set that I've got. I think it's a Sizzix one. There's a paper pad, and just other various little bits and pieces that I will just stick in the post for you. Yeah, so there you go. So I'm now using the other pens. You'll have to excuse me if there's a noise from the microphone as I'm moving. Because my Ohuhu pens, they are running dry, I am replacing them, but I didn't want to replace them with a new set of the Ohuhu Honolulu set, because they're just yeah, I'd just be inundated with colours. So I'm using the art markers. Now I do like these. The brush tip on them just seems to be a little bit smaller. So yeah, the ones that I'm using, I've got 2 sets, and brush and chisel tip 48, and the other one, and they come in a really nice plastic clear box, and the other ones are art markers as well. So model number ABM-03, and the other one is ABM-03. So that's not what you want to know, is it? Oh, it's the SKU. That's a long one. So one of the sets is SKU Y3080400199, and sorry about the banging. The second one that I've got is SKU Y038040216. So yeah, they're the 2 that 2 sets that I've got, and I'm just slowly replacing. I don't need any for a while. So yeah, there's plenty to have a go at. I did a talk on Monday night to the WI in Messingham. I really did enjoy it. There was quite a few people there, quite a few ladies there. And if any of you are looking for something to do, have a look see if you've got a WI meeting around you. So yeah, I'm just going to get back to the card. I've decided to use some acetate. I'm going to make this also a shaker card, and it's from Sticks to Anything, and it's a clear, it's an extra thick acetate. I get a lot of stuff from there. Their masking sheets are really, really good. You get 1 sheet, and I think it's £1.50, but it is really good as well. I normally use the Gina K Masking Magic, but I do like both, so it's whatever I can get hold of, really. And then just using this foam tape as well, which is from Sticks to Anything again. So I'm just going to put a little bit of splatter on, just covering it up. And it's a gold that I'm using, but I really do like the colour of this gold is lovely, and it's a Winsor & Norton, and it's just called Gold. It's in a little glass pot, and I'm just speckling that down. So yeah, Monty got up this morning, he's had his breakfast, and he's gone back to sleep again. He's 16 and a half now. So yeah, I'm using the Sizzix embellishment bits to pop in. I've got two or three different sorts. I've got some beads as well, but I don't use them. They are a little bit too big for a shaker, but you do get a good movement with them. But you have to double up, and these are called Blossom. You can tell I'm not ready, can't you? Because nothing's out. I've put everything away. They are called Cherry Blossom. So there's two different sorts. I've got circles and I don't know what the other pot is. Stars, I think. So yeah, just very carefully putting them in. And I'm going to put some glue stick around the foam tape. I feel like I'm waffling. Around on the foam tape, stick down. It just gives you that little bit of extra wiggle room. You don't get that instant grab that you do get with a foam tape, and then just securing it down. So yeah, it does look lovely. I am pleased with this one. Decided I was going to put some little tags on, with it being a box. I don't know where I got this little tag die from. There's this one and the one that's slightly larger. I'm going to cut two out and put them and just layer them up. One of them slightly on the wonk, and then just print happy birthday on there. And hopefully I will be using, I should wait and see, but the VersaFine Clay, if you're going to use sorry about my head there, if you're going to use a sentiment, I do find, and I think a lot of other crafters do, excuse me, that the VersaFine Clay, you get a crisper image. Yeah, I am. So, and sometimes I find the easiest way to do this is, if you squish it down too much, it spreads the font out, and sometimes I'll literally just put it on and then just drop it down, just let go of the lid. I am giving it a bit of a press there. So I don't know where I got these from, these sentiments from, but yeah. And then just sticking them down, and I've got some gold thread that I'm using. I'm going to use just to tie them together, and place them next to the package. And you'll hear Merlin whistling in the background. He is a right grumpy thing. We call him a velociraptor. Honestly, at the moment he's molting, and he's also hormonal. He is just so grumpy. Changing his water, and he goes for you. Comes out, and he's always out his cage. But yeah, by heck, if he gets hold of you, he's gonna mean what he's intending to do, which is bite you. Bless him. So yeah, I'm just using this gold twine just to secure, and then I will leave a little bit of it hanging down, just to add that little bit of extra interest to the card. I'm going to use a Ohuhu gel pen. These are, as far as I'm concerned, the best by far. You buy them in a pack of, I think you get 4 white, 3 gold and 3 silver. Maybe get 5, 6, I don't know, but they are well worth it. So if you're looking for some white markers, I would highly recommend these pens. So just putting the highlights on. I think I've gone a little bit heavy-handed with the highlights, which sometimes I tend to do. But anyway, it's done, and then I've just done some movement marks around as well. I've got my Colop Create little hand printer to do the sentiment. If you're interested in that, there is a link in my description for you to go have a look. They do have two. They have the EMAC Create, and they also have the I can't think of the name of it now. Anyway, there are two. Oh, it's it's called the Go, but I think that's only in black and white, where this one is in colour. I love this little printer. It's the only printer that we've got in the house, but I use it, you know, for every card. Yeah, so you work it from either your phone or your iPad. You can also work it on your computer, but I haven't managed to do that yet. And the font that I'm using is called Birthday Party. It is lovely, but you have to mess about with the spacings in between of them, simply because of the way that the font is. So I wasn't quite happy with the way that that was reading, so I've just adjusted and spaced it out a little bit more, and then I've just cutting it down to size. Now I've kept this little bit definitely in for you, because I do find this is a really good tip. Can't remember where I discovered it, obviously on YouTube somewhere, but if you're using your sentiments and you want to just do a strip without using a die, and you want it a little bit smaller, if you use a flat edge and then put them up together and then put a little bit of tape on, joining them together, then you've just got an extension, so you can make them as small as you want. As you can see, just button it up to make sure that they're equal and it's straight. And I'm using some mint tape for this, which I need to get some more of. And then that's your extension, and you can cut your sentiments. I like mine sometimes just under the wording itself, so you can see you can get it really close. And I shall do the same on both sides. The guillotine as well that I'm using is Holtz by Tonic Studios, and there again is a link in the description. There's a link in for virtually everything that I use in the description that I could possibly get, so it's always worth just having a look in there and just seeing whatever you want. There's also a buy me a coffee if you ever want to support my channel. The content is obviously free. It does take some time putting together, so any coffees would be greatly appreciated. I never really normally ask, but I just thought I'd mention it while you're down there anyway. So yeah, we are coming towards the end of this this video now. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Sorry about me noggin there. Just using the rule just to make sure that we're all straight and level. And then I'm just, what I've done, I did it off camera around the card panel itself. I just went around with a little bit of gold. It's the Ohuhu one, the same as the white one that I've just used. And I'm just doing it around the sentiment, just so that it sort of like marries it in together and keeps it in together. I don't know what I'm doing there. Oh, I'm putting little circles where the dots are, because sometimes the font doesn't have them on, so we're just finishing that off there. So I'm going to put the card on a card base now. The card base is the 5 7/8 by 5 7/8, and the panel is 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. So thanks for watching, everybody. I do hope you enjoyed the video, and please remember to mention in the comments my question. Bye for now, everybody. Bye.